In today's video, I'm going to dive deep into a recently released dark fantasy strategy RPG that features turn-based combat called Disciples Liberation. This is a sponsored video, so big thank you to Kalypso Media. I've had my eye on this game for quite a while now, so it's nice to be able to carve out the time and actually check it out. I'll start off giving you guys some general information on the game, and then I'll jump right into the game itself, so make sure to stick around for that part of the video. Without further ado, I present to you guys Disciples Liberation. Disciples Liberation is a dark fantasy turn-based RPG that's currently available on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. I have not personally played the previous Disciple games from the past, but I do know that this is the first time that Disciples is making a console appearance. If you do end up liking what you see, you can purchase the game from Kalypso Media's store, and I'll put a link to that below, but it should also be available on most of your preferred platform stores. I also want to point out that there is a free PC demo available on Steam right now, so make sure to check that out. It's supposed to be 8 hours of content. I really love when companies do demos because it does help show confidence in their product. Disciples Liberation features a single-player campaign that's said to be 80+ hours of content, something us CRPG players don't even bat an eye at. But I should also mention that there is a 2-player online skirmish mode where you can battle other players for supremacy. This game has 3 acts, over 270 quests and objectives, and 5 unique endings to the game. Like most games that I cover on this channel, your in-game decisions will be guiding your fate and directly influencing what type of leader you will become. In the war-torn land of Nevendar, you'll be adventuring through several diverse environments that range from luscious woodlands to volcanic plains to the icy tundras. You'll be playing as Yllian, the mercenary, and I'll talk more about that and classes here in a few minutes, who remains in hiding to escape the Val, which is an organization determined to hunt her and her companions down. There are 4 different factions in the land of Nevendar: the proud elven clans, the undead horde led by a mad queen, the human empire, which is stained by religious extremism, and the legions of the damned. Each faction has their own motivations and in-game incentives. Depending on your in-game choices, you will be able to form alliances with some of them, which can bring you various bonuses, from morale bonuses that help you in combat, the ability to upgrade buildings, recruiting top-tier recruits, and even unlocking special skills. Your reputation with these factions not only changes the story, but it also has a big impact on the gameplay itself. Since you just heard me mention upgrading buildings, base building is an important aspect of this game. You'll be building up and altering the city of Yllian, and it's here where you'll be spending the resources that you've earned from questing to research and prepare spells, assign skill points, converse with companions, buy and upgrade equipment, and much more. Your relationship with the factions will determine what buildings you're able to build and also even phase out. On a quick side note, this game is made by a company by the name of Frima Studio, hailing from Quebec, Canada. Alright, now let's quickly talk about everyone's favorite topics, classes, and combat, and then I'll jump right into the game itself with you guys. In this game, you'll be playing as a mercenary by the name of Yllian, but you do get to choose between 4 different classes for her. These classes are the Warlord, Hexblade, Cirrus, and the Witch. The Warlord specializes in dealing burst damage up close with her sword. The Hexblade is of course a mix of melee and magic damage, using many spells that inflict status effects against your opponents. The Cirrus class is your mage class, and you'll be utilizing elemental spells to of course deal devastating damage. And the Witch is another magical build that heavily focuses on weakening creatures. At your base, the city of Yllian, you'll have the opportunity to reallocate your skill points to try out other classes. For combat in this game, you'll be facing off against a variety of horrific monsters and beasts, each requiring a unique combat strategy. The combat is grid turn-based combat, and it uses an action point system, something that most of you on my channel are certainly familiar with. The cool thing is that part of your journey will be recruiting units, of which there's 50+, and with them building an army best suited to your playstyle. Prior to the start of a combat encounter, you'll have the option to edit and assign units and companions on the board with the positions that you want them to take. Positioning will be a key element to success in this game, and there'll also be certain tiles on the grid that grant buffs to the first unit that moves to that tile. Like I said before, I'm leaving a link to the Kalypso Media store below and the game's website. All right, enough about the details of the game. Let's go check it out for ourselves. Okay, welcome to Disciples. Oh, the music. That's a good start to a game. Soundtracks, everything. Welcome to the menu screen for Disciples Liberation. We're going to head on into a new game right now. Let's check it out.
It is a time between times. For epochs, Nevendar's disciples have been victims of the winds of divinity. There becomes paranoia. Paranoia becomes rage.
I get so excited when I get to play a new game.
But war cannot stop the liberation of Nevendar.
Okay, these are nice cinematics, nice voice.
Even now, its unlikely savior awakens to her fate.
There's Aviana.
What she does next will shape the future of the world.
Ori, you all right?
What? Oh, Avi. I thought you were a church guard.
I don't know what's worse, your snoring or this stench. How can you sleep down here?
This is an interesting way to go about dialogue in a game, that's for sure. I kind of like it. Choices can have major impact on the story and the ending of the game. There are no bad choices, though. Feel free to roleplay Aviana as you wish.
Kill the priest, I mean.
I have some questions. No witnesses. Kill everyone. Be stealthy and kill only him. Kill everyone. Okay, we got our first unit, and it's our companion Yllian. Welcome to the game, and bear with me, guys. I have not played this game before, so I'm not really quite sure about the controls or anything at all. I like the visuals so far. This is nice.
Impure. His eye sees all.
All right, we got our first battle. We have our starting formation on the left and the opposition. All I have is 2 units right now, Aviana and Yllian. Yllian has Debilitating Strike, which costs 1 action point, and it deals physical damage and weakens the target. And then Orion's Cloak casts a blinding cloak, granting stealth for 2 rounds. Let's start off with that. See what it does.
Feel the snake's bite.
My round. I should still have 1 point left, though. Let's move to the side a little bit.
I'll sneak past them.
Now it's Aviana's turn. We have Commanding Strike right now and Clearing Strike. I'm going to move her up just a little bit.
Out.
We also have a spell book, but I have no spells. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the visuals.
Pressing the enemy.
Here they come.
Mounting an offensive. Feel my blade bite.
Oh, he actually turned and knew that we were here.
Die.
Very nice.
Holding the line.
Game feels pretty smooth. Combat feels impactful.
Stand here.
I'm not sure if there's opportunity attacks in this game, but should I test it out? Yeah, what the hell? Let's test it out.
Let's move.
Okay, I don't think there is. Do a command and strike. I think this is it for this guy. See ya.
I think we're getting good at this.
Okay. Okay. I like it. We're getting leather armor and also some golds, and we also gained some XP. Beautiful. I don't think you can rotate the camera in this game, but that's okay. Give me some of the good stuff, baby. All right. Battle number 2. Do these guys not learn? I don't think I can actually move the companions on the formation, but when we actually get like soldiers, we'll be able to move them around. There's also a retreat option. Interesting. Let the enemy come to us. Dark missiles. Our first experience with magic. I'm just gonna do what I've always been trained to do and cancel this in focus fire, even though this guy's in my face. Let's go.
Move out.
I think it's worth it.
Pressing the enemy. There will be no surrender.
All right, so I just noticed that because there's an enemy on each side. See ya! Don't bring a stick to a sword fight. Stupid mages.
You're done. The old ways must die.
2 for 2, let's go. So now I'm in the journal where we have our current objective, which is to find the priest. And then here on the bottom, you can see our reputation with each of the 4 factions. Nice and clean UI. Let's take a look at our character sheet real fast. We have our spell book, our weapon, emotion shards. It's pretty interesting. Gives us a boost to XP if I equip that. Our mercenary boots, our helm, our breastplate, which I just got something new. And I'll go with this one. It gives me a little more HP. And then our skill tree. All of these seem like they are passive skills. I want to put 2 into Twilight Might. Twilight Initiate. Gain access to Twilight Essence Tier 2 spells. Oh, hell yeah. Kind of feel like I'm playing the old Dark Alliance games right now. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's 5v2. But it says survive 3 rounds. We can do that. Every unit in your active squad can be placed in the backline or the frontline. Frontline units use their frontline abilities and can be controlled during their turn. However, they can be targeted and defeated. Backline units use their backline ability. They act automatically each turn and cannot be targeted or defeated directly. If all your frontline units are defeated, the fight is lost. Okay, I have the combat speed set to 200 right now. Let's see what we can do.
I'll sneak past.
I'm going.
Got some active buffs on the tiles right here, and that was a regen buff that I'm assuming will last at least a couple rounds of getting health regeneration. So I think it was worth it taking it at full health. I think. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and steal this orb of regeneration. And then that's pretty much it for this turn. So I'll return back to her side.
I'll sneak past them.
We are invisible, so
Moving.
let's use our whirlwind ability. Might be able to get 3 of them here.
Die.
Oh man, that was a bad idea to put her right there because of the flanking bonuses. That's okay. Let's flank this
Now
guy.
you see me? You messed with Abby? You messed
We got
with me.
this. I am about to die though. That was a really bad position to go in for the whirlwind. Let's see if we can survive this round. Oh no, we're so close to dying. Oh, I'm 1 shot. Oh my gosh. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
Ori, something's wrong.
Oh, we didn't survive 3 rounds.
Yeah, we're losing.
Your vision blurs. A pain shoots through your right arm to your fingertips. So severe it feels like your skin might burst apart. And then it does.
Help me.
From your flesh, darkness emerges like a swirling black pearl. In it, you see pure night, and the night sees you. A corona of molten light crackles forth from the pitch.
Impossible! Stand back, fools! All of
Am
you
I being
back.
saved right now?
It's a portal. Go now.
Okay, okay. You and Orion leap through the sweltering heat into the void and are immediately swallowed whole. Behind you, the portal closes, leaving no trace other than the black scars on the stone floor, and fear in the hearts of all.
From the cosmic tear, you are hurtled bewilderingly forward.
Does that count as a death?
Never before had mortal feet touched this soil, nor mortal eyes seen this ancient sight. Sprawling, ancient, longing to be rediscovered.
Getting chills right now. All right, I think we're
This is
entering
your fate.
the base area now, the city of Yllian. Welcome to the legendary city of Yllian, your home. You'll be able to make it your own and upgrade it during your journey across Nevendar. Right now you have access to the castle and a building of each of the 4 factions. In the faction buildings you can recruit units for your army. We have an empty spot, the stone ring. Recruit units, train units, and phase out. So phase out is we can get rid of that building temporarily, I think. Shadowcaster. Okay, let's take a look at the temple. We've got soldiers. I'll recruit some soldiers. We have plenty of gold. The graveyard. Figures. All right, let's recruit a bunch of zombies. Why not? Recruit like 6 of them. I don't know if this is a good idea, but the Heart of the Abyss. Possessed warriors. All right, we'll take one of those. Thank you. And then last but not least, nope, that is actually it. And then we have 2 empty spots. Let's click on that and see what that's all about. All right, so we can build a marketplace or a blacksmith station. If we have 500 resources, that looks like wood and 1,000 gold. And that one requires what appears to be iron ingots. The marketplace, you can hire mercenaries, buy equipment, buy resources, and at the blacksmith, you can upgrade equipment and merge emotion shards. Interesting. Take a look at the unit tab. You can see all of our new recruits, and we can place them in different areas. I guess that's fine. We'll take a Shadowcaster, put her on the back. Talk to Orion inside the Yllian castle. The castle is a place to perform a variety of actions. Talk with your companions, research new spells, reassign your skills, gather resources from captured buildings, and train your companions to increase their level. Research spells. Waning Bolt unleashes projectiles of pure cosmic energy, dealing both divine and unholy damage. Word of Divine Power inspires a target, strengthening their divine damage. And Summon Lesser Devil conjures a lesser devil at target location. After 5 rounds, the lesser devil is destroyed and does not go to the graveyard. All right, let's see if I can pick up Waning Bolt. 500 gold to research it. We have the blueprint. Requires castle tier 1. Let's do it. Oh, what did I just do? We gotta hold it down. I'm really enjoying the user interface right now. It's catchy and clean. Gather resources. Gold, iron, wood, arcane flux, divine essence, primal essence, and unholy essence. And reassign skills. All right, quest complete. We met Orion and we talked to him quite a bit. There was actually a lot of dialogue. It wasn't voice acted for that part, or for what I just did, but there was a lot of information on Orion the companion, so it seems like they put a decent amount of backstory into these characters. And now we can go to Greyleaf, the Forests of the Lost, were once the home of Devander's necromancers. Or the Whitelands, former lair of dwarves. The Whitelands span from the mountain of Gehaltertard. Hold on. Gehalterad. Jehalderad. To the fields of Naught. Then we have the Plains of Widows. Once the seat of the Empire, the Castle Hale is now an outpost home to rebels, thieves, and warriors. Or Hurek. Amongst the citadels of Hurek, the denizens celebrate the festival of the Molten Moons. Let's go to the home of the dwarves. You've heard tales of winds that could freeze and shatter a mortal in one gust. Avalanches that tumble from the clouds for weeks without end. How pleasantly unexpected, then, for you to arrive here. The rolling expanse of sprawling meadow.
Hey, Ori. You sure this is the Whitelands? I feel like we made a wrong turn somewhere.
The dwarves called that mountain Gehalterad. Galleon's forces stormed it and felled the few dwarves that survived Mortis' attacks.
Okay. I was close, right? Okay. Let's do a little exploration. Seemingly from the sun, an arrow lands squarely between your feet. Then a small troop of ancient elves stands from the tall grass.
The fields of Naught are the territory of my pack. One more step is a step into your grave.
Okay, Legolas.
Nice of you to give us...
I don't like threats, elf.
I don't care whose territory this is, elf. You shoot at me, I kill you. Simple.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, looks like we have obstacles on the board now. We could probably use them to our advantage or to the enemy's disadvantage and maybe trap them. And let's try out one of our new spells. Word of Divine Power inspires a target, strengthening their divine damage. So let's go ahead and buff up Orion. Very nice. This guy's dual wielding scimitars. It's pretty badass. Ooh. All right, soldier, get your ass up here. I'm gonna put the soldier on the elves backside, so we get flanking. And he's got Shield Bash, slams an enemy with the soldier's shield, dealing physical damage, inflicts confused on the target if the target is below 50%. So we'll just do a sword swing.
Wear them down.
Die.
Alright, one down, one to go. When units are defeated, they're sent to the graveyard. To see which units are in the graveyard, interact with the graveyard icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Multiple spells and abilities interact with units in the graveyard, such as resurrection spells. Be careful if any units are in the graveyard when the I tried doing it all in one breath. When the battle ends, they will die. Take a look at the graveyard. Alright, and our elven buddy is there, so let's go ahead and move up a little bit.
Moving.
Alright, and that's it for our two elven buddies. I feel kind of bad. I think I was mean. She was just trying to protect her land.
Everyone all right?
Everyone except the elves, Aviana.
I stepped on an arrow, which...
Alright, we are now in enemy territory, that's for sure. Wonder how big the map is. Alright, poisonous vines requires a companion who can clear vines to get to that treasure. Interesting. We have some wood right here.
Everyone run! Get out of the fields!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are now in prison. Your bleary eyes adjust to the dark around you, but they hardly need to. You know a jail cell well enough. I think we're coming across our second companion now, while in prison. Why are you here, Cowan?
We've been imprisoned for trespassing. What's your story?
High treason. Which sounds dramatic. And it is.
Kind of like this guy. Alright, the guy had a key. We are now in an elven prison. Leather pants, let's check them out. Wonder where the guards are. Oh, there's a guard right there. Okay, I think we can take him. Let's do it. Waning Bolt. Let's give it a try. Alright, not bad, not bad. Let's do Shield Bash. He's under 50% health, so we should be able to confuse him.
There will be no surrender.
And he is now confused. And he is now dead. Seems like our zombie on the backline was spitting some barf. Quest complete. You have acquired your first faction building blueprint. Constructed buildings can be upgraded, but can also be replaced. Alright, let's leave the catacombs and then maybe build up our city. Hello, 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 hello. I don't think there's a crouch in this game. Alright, we're back outside and we have a building right here. This must be it's a gold mine. So it looks like if we want to take it, we have to win a combat encounter, and then if we win, we have control of that building, and it's going to filter us gold. And speaking of gold, we see some gold on the outside here, so let's take a look. Nice, I just got 500 gold. There's an elf chasing me. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, he stopped. He was not too happy about that. He doesn't got a horse though, and we do. Alright, he's got 1250 gold right there. Before we attack the gold mine, let's go talk to this guy real fast. Farathin the Keen. And now we have to ascend the mountain. That should be fun. But first, let's stop over at the gold mine right here and see if we can capture it. At some point, your formation might be more powerful than the opposing force. Way more powerful. When that happens, the Conquer button is enabled. When using the Conquer option, you automatically win the battle and go to the victory screen. You'll receive the same rewards as if you had done the battle manually. Oh, that's nice. So apparently we're way more powerful than these guys right here. So instead of wasting our time on an easy battle, they allow you to just conquer them if you have enough power. I'll take it. Interesting mechanic. All right, there we go. Gold mine captured. 190 gold per hour. Interesting mechanics in this game. Shadow Bolt. Uh-oh. Might have to go after that enemy first. I can definitely see these combat encounters getting pretty strategic and fairly complex when we get into the larger battles with higher level enemies and more obstacles on the course. You know what? I'm not even going to swing at him. I want to see if he dies from the bleeding damage. Okay, well, the zombie in the back can't help himself. Victory! All right, beautiful. I think I'm going to portal back to the town now, and let's see if we can build anything. All right, we are back to the base. Let's see if I can train my zombies. Oh, we can. We'll train another zombie too. Yllian's Vault. How about this chest? You must at least be level 50. Interesting. Okay, okay. Must be level 50. All of these chests require you to be level 50 to open up, and these are in the vault underneath the city. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to leave it at that for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you like what you see and heard, make sure to check out this game. I will leave a link below to the Kalypso Media store, and you can also find it on all the platform stores, and also the game's website if you guys want to look a little more into it. I'm on a different battlefield right now, and it seems like the more I progress, the more advanced things are becoming, and the cooler the battlefields are starting to look. And keep in mind, I only went to the Whitelands today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.